Eamon Khan here in Poland with Don Charles. Don, sir, great to see you again. How you doing?
I'm doing mighty fine, and look at this weather. Really, really nice weather.
Used to this weather indeed. Maybe not. Well, the altitude is a bit of a come down now from last time around. I don't usually like asking training camp questions, but considering you opened the door so nicely for us at SecondsOut, how did the training camp finish with Daniel heading into this fight with Usyk?
Yeah, couldn't have gone any better. When you first set out to do camp, you don't know what you're going to encounter, injuries, etc. And Daniel came through in flying colors, Yeah, it went really, really well. And really, really happy and delighted to have completed quite a tough, grueling camp, injury-free.
Delighted indeed, and you've of course now unveiled what will be hopefully your secret weapon in aiding you to defeat Oleksandr Usyk this weekend. James Ali Bashir has been drafted in. Talk me through the process and decision making to bring James's experience and knowledge in to the camp.
Well, where do I start? I've known Mr. Bashir for quite a number of years, and it just when I was appointed as Daniel Dubois' coach, and it turns out coincidentally that our first fight together will be against a former student of Mr. Ali Bashir. Common sense should prevail here, and I reached out to get an insight. Initially, it wasn't that he was going to come and be directly involved. It was purely just to pick his brains, and then over the period of time talking back and forth, I said, you know what, would you consider joining us, in camp? And he said, yeah. I would like to have an input. And experience is one thing you cannot buy, and no one knows this guy better than Usyk's better than his former coach. And I'm not here for one moment. It's not teaching me how to coach. That's not the point. It's about information. Yeah, and any information he can divulge. It's marginal, at this level. It's very marginal gains, and it's been very, very helpful. And a lot of it is a confirmation of my beliefs of what we'll be doing in prep to try and fight someone with such a high boxing IQ like Oleksandr Usyk. So a lot of it is confirmation, like I said. We are on the right page. And it's worked out really well.
James noted in our interview that he said Daniel Dubois is a keen listener, keen learner. You obviously been looking to impart your knowledge as well too in the time that you've had with him. Do you feel the same way that he's picked up what you've been trying to teach him?
Most definitely. Every student is different, and Daniel is a listening student. And he asks questions when he needs to. If he doesn't understand anything, he will say to me, can you break that down for me? And I'm very good at doing that. So yes. Is a type of student. And also what I noticed with a lot of fighters, they listen to too many people, and when you listen to people outside of your immediate team, it can be a conflict, because everybody's got an idea of how people should approach fights or the fighters. And Daniel Dubois, from the little experience or the little time we spent together, he's turned out to be a really fine student of the sport. And he also studies boxing. He knows a lot about the sport that he's participating in. He's a historian for even at his age. He knows a lot. He surprised me in the past few weeks. We've been working together of his knowledge, extensive knowledge of history of boxing. Yeah.
What's he been saying?
No, you'd be talking about certain fights that happened in the 1960s, and he'll tell you exactly who it is, how it ended. And yeah, I was really, really surprised of his knowledge, for such a young man. He's only 25 years old.
I've seen a lot of comments from yourself regarding, gauging Daniel Dubois' power in the heavyweight division, where a lot of people can hit and hit hard. You feel Daniel has a different power than what's out there currently, maybe along the likes of Wilder, or maybe even stronger than what Wilder possesses in his punches?
Yeah, I mean, I've never tasted Wilder's punches on the pads, so I can only talk about the who have taken on the pads. Yeah, I'm afraid I would say he's well up there. His knockout ratio suggests that. Yeah, he's got a 95% knockout ratio, and that's not to be played with. That's to be taken serious. Yeah.
These moments, these last few days, heading into the fight. What will you look out for from Daniel, and what will you look out for from Usyk as well, who likes to play mind games proceeding into his fights?
Well, with Daniel, it's all about temperament. He's a cool guy. He's not phased at all. He's not phased, even if Usyk starts doing his rap and singing and juggling balls and that. Daniel's not phased by any means at all. He's just very focused. And no, some fighters that would affect them, but Daniel's not phased at all. He's totally oblivious to all that.
We were looking to watch Usyk carefully in terms of if he tries to do anything in that mind game side.
Most definitely. This is where I step in, you know. I mean, in the previous press conferences we've had with Usyk, he will say a few things and I will interject. I will sort of try and diffuse it, you know. And Daniel, like I said, is not phased at all. He doesn't care what Usyk does or says, you know. Just wants to get in there and fight him.
When you've seen the tape of Usyk, do you expect to see anything different from Oleksandr in this fight, or do you feel as a fighter we've seen everything from him in his previous fights?
Look, no, I don't really expect to see anything. Like I say, if it's not broken, don't mend it. Usyk has faced heavy punches in the past, like Anthony Joshua, and he's been able to negate his way around it. And no, I don't believe he's going to do anything different. If he does, we've made provisions for anything he's going to come with. We're good for it.
Mm-hmm. Don, I'll leave the final word with yourself. What happens this Saturday night?
This Saturday, at the end of, it could be any round, okay? I predict we're going to win this fight by an emphatic stoppage. Yeah, in our favor. You're going to see our boy, Daniel Dubois, be crowned unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Don, looking forward to the fight?
Yeah, honestly, as I sit here, I'm buzzing. The fighter is buzzing. The team is buzzing. You know, we can't wait for it to come. You know, it's been how many weeks? 17 weeks. This is the 17th week since I've been working with Daniel. And yeah, all the work we've done, although we haven't been together long, no, we haven't, but we've made the best of what the time we've had together. Every second has counted, and we're destined. He's destined for this. This is his whole participation in the professional boxing. Yeah, it's all pointing to the 26th of August. It's been written already, in my opinion, and we will prove that on Saturday.
Buzzing as well, sitting on this side of the ropes too, to watch the fight as well. Don, thank you for speaking to Seconds Out. All the best this weekend.
It's a privilege. Thank you very much.